We got Eaton Sutton in the house right now. What you saying, big boy?
Sir.
Nice to meet you.
On, man? Nice to meet you, man.
Before we begin, I want to give a special shout out to Mike Cummings, who has made this happen. So special shout out to Mike Cummings. All right.
Yes, sir. Big up.
Shout out, Coach. Okay, Eaton. Let's start from the rip. What got you into football? How old were you? And
So I'd say when I was about 8, 9 years old, I got into football. My dad actually was the one who got me into football. He played when he was in high school, and I had played soccer and I did karate before, but I just didn't feel it at all.
Right.
So then when I was around like I said 8 or 9, I started playing football and I just fell in love with it ever since.
Got you.
Well, I was actually going to ask you that. Did you play any other sports?
Yeah. So I did karate at first, and I just couldn't understand it, and just like it wasn't for me. And I didn't like how they were always yelling at you this and that. But football is the same thing, but I guess I was just young. And then soccer just wasn't for me. And then football, I just like fell in love with it, and I never looked back.
Just ran with it.
Yeah, I just ran with it.
Right. Now, did you incorporate soccer into your football game?
No, I'd say it was just strictly football and just like strength and conditioning training.
Got you. Okay.
I mean,
Track?
I did a little bit of track, but that was more so like in high school. Yeah.
Because usually like, you get a little bit of technique.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Form and everything like that. Yeah.
And I think speed could be attributed from soccer over to football.
Yeah, agility.
Okay. Now, what high school did you attend?
So I grew up in Markham, so I went to St. Brother Andre.
St. Brother Andre.
St. Brother Andre.
Okay.
And then for my first 2 years I went there, and then my third year we had moved to Ajax. So then I transferred schools and I went to Notre Dame High School. When I was at St. Brother Andre, we had football there, so I played my first 2 seasons of high school there. And then after that I transferred to Notre Dame. And then during COVID was when COVID first started around 2020.
Right,
I had the opportunity to go to school in Connecticut, and I played prep school at St. Thomas More High School.
Gotcha.
And I played my last 2 seasons, so I reclassed. I did grade 11 again, and then I graduated and did my grade 12 year.
Gotcha. And this is during COVID?
This is during COVID,
okay. That's
so
crazy.
when COVID first happened, it was on lockdown. We had to wear masks in and out of the school. Football practice was contained and stuff like that. It was a crazy experience.
Were you guys getting checked every second?
Yeah, we were doing a bunch of COVID test checks. Like after every game, we didn't even have a full season. We probably played like 4 games that first season, and then 2021, I believe, to 2022 was when it kind of calmed down a little bit, but it was still pretty high. And we had our full season there. So we played some pretty big schools like IMG Academy, St. Francis Academy, which is in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, so you're primarily in the States?
Yes, sir. I've been playing there since I was 16, 17.
Just before we go off the COVID tip, I was just wondering, how were you training during that time? Because facilities were closed and whatnot.
So basically we had our own facilities on campus. So we had our weight room, and then we had our field. So every time we would just we would train in the weight room and then just training on the field.
Gotcha.
So we didn't really have to go off campus to go to other facilities to train during that time.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
So versus TV 24, we have to do the fun stuff. You want to start off, LJ?
Yeah, I'll start off. So here on Versus TV, the concept is we show you a clip. You don't know which clip it is.
Okay.
You break it down how you see it, how it developed.
Yeah.
And go from there. Tell the audience how you see it. Sorry to interrupt the interview, guys. We got a special announcement to make. We got a subscriber contest. Leave a comment in the comment section so you could win $200, okay? Each month, it restarts. So you can win $200 this month and then win $200 next month. So don't forget to subscribe, that's 1. Like, that's 2. And hit that notification bell, all right? Please leave us a like, because it really helps out small channels like us grow big and give you what you like, all right? Back to interview.
Crowd silent now.
Beast mode.
To when the Saints have the ball.
Beast mode.
Oh, look at this run. What a run.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Grown man stuff.
Has blockers now.
Yep.
He's dancing his way.
Man.
Touchdown.
As a running back.
Yep.
as a fellow running back, what do you see there?
Main thing I see is vision and just awareness. A lot of the times, guys don't really have that natural instinct and just like awareness to see where guys are gonna be and where they're gonna position themselves a lot of the time.
Right.
That just comes naturally, and like you can't really train that stuff. That's just hours of work, of film, of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
You knew who it was off the rip.
Off the rip, I knew
Okay.
I knew it was Beast Mode.
So, right there. Let's see the replay on that. They're gonna show the replay. So when they show the replay,
Yeah.
where they're about to show right now, break it down for us right here.
All right, so this is inside zone. Man, really there wasn't much blocking, but he just made something out of nothing. That's what it is at running back. It's a lot of making something out of nothing, really, and just breaking tackles. It's relentlessness.
Yeah.
You know, not being stopped.
Yo, I can't lie. That stiff arm was mad.
That's crazy.
Like,
Crazy.
my boy
It's kind of
Philly.
what he did to you.
Something like that.
The high knees, the ball security. This is just a beautiful play right here.
Look at it, like
Honestly.
he flew.
Look at him looking back, trying to see if there's anybody coming from behind. You know?
To me, that's like a superstar play.
I like the way he broke that one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's show him another one,
Yeah.
a more up-to-date one.
Motion by McCaffrey, swing to McCaffrey, use check blocking out front. Oh, a hurdle for McCaffrey. Getting his way for the touchdown.
It's too easy.
Too easy, too easy.
That was track skills right
This
there.
is too easy for him.
As they play the replay,
Yeah.
take us through this one.
All right, so this is like a jet swing. Usually, man, oh my God. This is just beautiful right here, honestly. I gotta replay this. It's poetry. This is poetry in motion, you know? Effortlessly. Caught. He plants that right foot in the ground, off field, hurdle, and the end zone.
Just like that.
Just
One,
like
two,
that.
three.
1, 2, 3.
Easy.
Speaking of hurdles, I know that, and this is just my personal opinion, I know that with NFL receivers,
Okay.
the new highlight is one-handed catches,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
One-handed catches are like seeing an NBA dunk type of thing.
Yeah.
Hurdles now, which I've been noticing coming on the screen
Yeah.
for the last 4 to 5 years, that's almost like the ankle breaker
Yeah.
of the NBA.
Really, yeah.
Do you do hurdles?
Of course, I do everything. Honestly, like, man, I'm an all-rounded back. You give me the ball, I'll juke him. You give me the ball, I'll hurdle him. Give me the ball, I'll truck them. Anything, you know.
Right.
So, okay, my thing is
Yeah.
hurdles, one-hand catches, right?
Yeah.
For me, out of necessity is a good thing. When you just try to do it just for a highlight,
Nah,
that's
it's-
where it gets.
It's
You know
more
what I
so
mean?
like you'll do it every 4 games or every 3
Right,
games.
right. Just out of necessity.
Yeah, it's more so like instinct.
Right.
And
I was
like,
just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Like at what point?
Yeah.
Like at
you
what
don't
point?
think about it. Honestly, like I don't think about that stuff.
You just go by the reaction type of.
Yeah, and most of the times, like, I'll do the same play like McCaffrey. I'll catch a swing pass, cut up field, and the DBs they're not really like head thumpers. They don't really want to get in that action, so they go low. So I already know he's gonna go low, so I'm just gonna jump right over him.
Right. That
Hey.
makes sense.
And he's gonna be on my highlight reel.
Right.
Hey, y'all heard that, right? Y'all know.
Thank you.
I like that during the interview.
You gotta put that in there.
I know.
Of course, I like that. Shout out to Makaj.
Hey, y'all heard that, right?
So getting back to the nitty-gritty of things.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's get into my top 5 running backs of all time.
Ooh.
Are you a student of the game?
Yes.
Of football
Yes, sir.
and
Yes,
running
sir.
back? Just off the rip, Jim Brown comes into play. Infamous or famous, I got O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
Love him or hate him.
Love him ahead. He did what he
Actually,
did.
R.I.P. O.J. He just passed. Mind you, this is not in any order. So Jim Brown, O.J. I got Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
I got Walter Payton, of course.
Gotta throw Barry Sanders in there.
That's my number one. I was going to say it's a toss-up between Emmett and Barry Sanders. Now, Emmett, I think he currently holds the record, the Russian record. But he wasn't as flashy. He wasn't as, I guess, eye-appealing to me.
All right, okay.
I got to put Barry Sanders as my number one.
Most definitely.
Do you guys agree with that list? Or
I'd give that. Put
yeah.
Bo Jackson in there too.
Bo, yeah, that's my
player
number
of two
one
sports,
right there.
eh?
That's
Yeah,
my number one, Bo
Bo.
Jackson.
Right.
But yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
legit
Bo
to
knows
me.
running.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, currently,
Yeah.
in the NFL, I got guys like I got Nick Chubbs.
Yep.
I'm always gonna be biased with Nick Chubbs. I got McCaffrey.
McCaffrey for
Yeah,
sure.
I got McCaffrey.
Yep.
I got Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Yeah, he's nice. Anybody else comes into mind?
I got a few guys. I got David Montgomery.
For Detroit, right?
For Detroit.
Yeah, I was gonna say him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jameer Gibbs for Detroit as well. He's a young guy. He's super nice.
Well, you Detroit biased, man.
I wouldn't say all that, but I've been watching them since they've been in college, so
Okay.
that's why I'd say them. And I'd say DeAndre Swift.
Swift.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry, probably,
yes.
don't even say it, for Philly.
He was on
For the
Philly,
E-
but now he's on Chicago Bears.
Oh, so they traded him?
They traded him, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that's gonna be sick because their
yeah.
quarterback Fields.
Chicago
Fields could run.
They're gonna have a nice offense this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, I've seen like Fields and the quarterback for Baltimore Ravens,
Lamar Jackson.
Those boys could run.
Yeah.
Like
Every
when
highlight
you
I
see the
see-
rushing list
Yeah.
for running backs, their names are in it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If you had to make if you had to tailor your game or
Yeah.
give the audience an idea of what your game is like as a running back,
Yeah.
which one of those players that we just listed comes to mind?
I'd say DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
DeAndre Swift, he's just so. It's just poetry in motion every time he gets the ball in his hands. Like, he can do it all. And I just love playing like how he plays.
Right. Power-wise, I want to hear this. Derrick Henry or Nick Chubbs, and why?
Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know.
Come on, I got you.
I might be biased, but I'd say Nick Chubb.
Okay.
Nick Chubb, he's just nasty with it. But then again, Derrick Henry just is nasty with it too. I don't know, it's a hard one.
That's a hard
It's
one,
a hard
eh?
one.
I like Chubbs. I like both of them,
Yeah.
but it's weird that they often say that Henry has the more power, but I just don't see it. Like, I
mean,
see
you
literally
Nick Chubb squatted 600 pounds, and this is after his knee
knee injury.
surgery.
Right.
Like, that's just not normal, you know?
Like when I'm seeing film on both of them, like when I go on YouTube and you see like top 10 plays of
Exactly.
Nick Chubbs and
Yeah,
top
yeah,
10
yeah.
plays of Derrick Henry, where I see the comparisons, it's like with Nick Chubbs, you need 3-4 players to
Yeah.
bring him down. Like it's not even 1-2.
Yeah.
It's like 3-4. Like he's that
crazy.
sick.
And a lot of the times, guys will be weight room strong, but they can't relate.
Yeah,
they
it
can't
doesn't
translate
translate,
it
yeah.
to the field strength. So
Right.
So guys will be super strong in the weight room, but then weak on the field.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry it's both. They can do it both.
Now clearly we see his stature.
stature,
Right?
physique.
There you go. Ladies. Are you more power or speed?
Or a little combination.
I'm
of
both. Honestly, like when I could do it all. Like I can do it all. Literally, like guys it's hard tackling me. Like in practice and stuff, it takes about two, 3 guys. You know.
Like dudes are bouncing off of you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to ask you, so what was it like to get that letter from university saying, you know, we'd like you to come and visit?
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Honestly, it was just like a blessing, you know, because my whole life I've dreamt about playing at the next level and then getting the opportunity to play at the next level. And not a lot of guys are given the opportunity, you know. So yeah, it was definitely a blessing. And like just looking towards my future and everything like that, like, you know.
Yeah, speaking of the future, you say you're 20 years old right now.
Yeah, correct.
Where do you see yourself 3 years from now, 5 years from now?
I see myself at the professional level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we talking NFL, CFL?
NFL, CFL, overseas, whatever it is, but I know like I have what it takes to play at that next level.
Oh, I like that.
I like that.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
That's confidence. So that means clearly 5 years from now you're
You're
in the league.
You in the league chilling. And when you in the league, we need another interview.
Yeah, most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Don't forget about the little man.
man.
In terms of our audience, how do they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at SUTT6N_. Twitter, Ethan Sutton, and everything Ethan Sutton on all platforms.
Okay. Any shout outs? Any shout outs?
Big shout out to my mom right there. You know, she's the one who I do it for. My dad as well. He's the one who got me into this. All my friends, all my family who believe me and trust me throughout this whole process. I want to shout out Scarborough Thunder organization.
Shout out Scarborough.
They put me on since I was little till now. I still love them to death. I want to give a big shout out to one of my fallen coaches, Coach T Mac. He just passed recently, and
R.I.P.
Most definitely R.I.P. He was a big part of my journey from when I was I'd say about 15 to when I was 17. He coached me, and like, you know, he was one of those hard coaches, but he loved you to death. And yeah, big shout out.
And is there anything you want to tell anybody coming up? Like, you know?
Honestly,
words of motivation.
Yeah. For me, I'd say just dedication and commitment and consistency. Those three will get you anywhere in life. Not just football or sports, but if you want to be, you know, anything, regardless of what it is.
That's gems.
Yep.
That's gems right there.
Yeah.
That's gems right there, folks. Yo, Ethan,
Appreciate
it's
this.
a pleasure.
Yes, sir. This is huge, man. Appreciate you,
Thank
bro.
We definitely wish you a safe journey.
Yes, sir.
And I know you're going to make it.
Yeah,
I know you're going to make it.
I was going to say good luck, but I'm like, you don't need luck.
Yeah. Versus TV 24.
Yep.
And we're out.
Let's get it.